Hey guys, what's going on? Sarah Hall, the Wealthy Optimist here. I am cutting my own hair today. So my hair has gotten really long. I actually just dyed it the other day, but I didn't film it because I didn't feel like it. But it turned out pretty good. We are in quarantine, so lockdown haircuts are becoming very popular, but I actually have been cutting my own hair for the last couple of years. I only do it once every like 6 months because I like my hair to grow long, but right now, especially since I dyed it myself, it's just the ends are feeling really like dead and kind of fried. You can't really tell because I just straightened it. But that's the thing, it's like every time I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do my hair and I'll make a video, and then I get on the video and I'm like, oh, my hair looks nice, I shouldn't touch it. Well, we're gonna touch it today. So I'm not gonna take off tons, but it's not feeling great if it wasn't styled. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut it at home in long layers, and basically it's going to be the exact same style that it is right now, because this is previously me cutting my own hair with long layers. It's the same, see, same, it'll be the same except a little bit shorter. So without further ado, I mean, let's just get right into it. You will need some scissors, okay, a comb, and hair ties or clips, depending on what you like. What we are gonna do is we're gonna start off by straightening our hair, okay? So I've already done that. You wanna make sure it's straight or wet when you're doing it, just to make sure that you are cutting it all even. If it's wavy and curly, it's gonna be a mess, so don't even get me started, okay? What we're gonna do is we are going to divide our head in half, like this. And now you'll probably see where I've messed up on my own highlights, but don't worry, because after we get out of this lockdown, I am gonna go get my hair done professionally, and it's gonna be great. I'm excited. So what we're gonna do is pull these parts forwards so you can kind of see what I've done there, like that. And we are going to make our first cut, which will be at the bottom. All right, so we've got our hair separated. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this side and we are going to pull it forwards. Nice and simple. We're gonna cut where we want. Now it's totally up to you how much hair you want to cut off. I haven't cut my hair for like 6 months, so I'm just gonna go for it. So we're gonna cut off that much. Ooh, baby. And then we're gonna point cut into it, okay? And that just helps the layers to get more blendable. Point cut in, dun dun dun. Okay. Super simple. Can you see? I made this too tall. There. You can see how much I've taken off. Okay. Not very much. So it's basically like 2 inches. Now, what we're gonna do is the same thing on the other side. Also, I'm not a hair professional at all, okay? You guys watch my videos and I love that you love them, but please don't ever try this if you are worried that you will mess your hair. Because you might. Okay, we're doing it again. Dun, dun, dun. I am so excited. I wanted to get my hair cut. I was actually going to get a full head of foils, and so we're just doing the same thing. We're cutting and point cutting in. All right. So we have cut both sides. Now, as you can see, one side is a tiny bit longer, which is this side. So we're gonna cut that one again. And this is honestly just the simplest way ever to cut your hair at home. I mean, I actually love cutting my hair at home because every time I go to the hairdresser, and hairdressers, don't get mad at me for this, they always take too much off. Like every time. They're like, oh, your hair is fried, or your hair, it will grow faster when you cut it. Like, no, my hair will not grow faster. My hair will take longer to grow because you're cutting too much off. And I always end up with hair shorter than I wanted when I go to the hairdresser. So there's where it is now. Now the best thing to do to see if it's exactly the same length on each side is to make yourself a lovely little beard like this, okay? Keep note that when I say the best thing to do, I mean, it's probably not the best thing. Anyways, just go and see like that. Just see if they're both the same length on each side, which they are. So we're good. Okay, now we're going to make more layers. Okay, so now what we're doing is we're taking out the clip, all right, and we're putting our hair down, and we are gonna take a bigger section of the bottom part, so a smaller section on top, and we're just going to twist this up and get our clip. Super simple. We're gonna go back this way, and we are going to pull these hairs forward again. Okay, comb it all out, nice and straight. I love doing this stuff. Okay, and now we are going to pull everything forwards again. Okay, and we are going to find the guide, right? So you can see how much I've cut off. It's pretty clearly visible. That's how much I cut off. This is the excess part. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our first kind of like layer, right? By pulling everything nice and tight, 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 tight. Might be easier to do if your hair is wet. I just had already dried my hair and then decided to do this. So you can see there's the guide. You don't want to cut the guide, but you want to cut the other hair down to the guide there, okay? And then point cut in, all right? So just make sure it's the same length as the guide without cutting the guide, and point cut. Point cut in so it blends your beautiful, beautiful layers. I mean, well done. Done. And then drop it. Okay, next side. Okay, so same thing. See, this is the sad part, because this part of my hair is shorter than everything else because it broke off. So we're gonna leave that alone. If I wanted like to get really short hair, I could just cut it to that length and then I'd probably have fuller head of hair, but I do not want my hair that short. I love long hair. Okay, so here we're doing the same thing on the other side. So you can see there's the guide, okay, right there. This little part, right? And we're gonna cut this. It looks like you're cutting off a lot, but don't freak out, okay? And if this is your first time doing this at home, maybe cut off like just a little bit, like half an inch or something, and see if you like it before you go and cut like chunks of hair off. Because I'm cutting off maybe like 3 inches, and that's because I haven't cut my hair in a long time, and my hair just felt really dead. See, so we're point cutting it in and release. Perfect. So as you can see, it is same length on both sides, and already feels better and kind of feels like I should have taken more off, but we are listening to our own advice and we are not taking that much off. So now we're gonna go to the next step, which is creating the layers on the top. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We are going to create, first brush it out. All right, we are going to take some hair from that side and put it over to this side, just like that. Look at those bad highlights. Glad I didn't film that one. Okay, and we're gonna split the hair down the back as well. And we're just gonna put this side away because we're not working with this side right now. Okay, and what we're gonna do is we are going to create the first top layer on our hair. Okay. So what you want to do is take the middle part, so it's pretty even on both sides. See how it's like the inch and then in the middle would be where the middle part is? You want to do just like that, and you want to pull it up straight. So I've got some different layers, like length layers, so some of them are going to fall down. See? But we're gonna go up, 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 up. Up, 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 as high as you want. Okay, my hair's very long, so it's very hard to show you. And then we're gonna cut off however much we want to take off to make our first layer. So again, I'm taking off quite a bit because it's been a long time. My hair feels dead and I just want a fresh freshen it up. And plus, we'll be in quarantine for another few months anyways, so it's plenty of time to grow back. Okay, so there's the first one. So now what we do is we use this guide and we go this way to cut more layers. We're gonna do the same thing, okay? Separate it over, taking a little bit more hair this time. And we're gonna pull it up, okay? Up, all the way up. Might be easier to do this if it's wet. Okay, pull it up as high as you can, finding the guide again, and keeping the tension, like keeping it really, really tight. Let me see how I can show you guys. I'm like doing squats, trying to like get this on camera. Okay, there we go. So there's the guide. You can see the guide is there. Okay, so I'm gonna cut off this part. Just so that it matches up with the guide. My hair is very thin. I have like thin but a lot of hair. So depends what kind of haircut you want. If this is even the style of haircut you want. If it's not, then don't follow the video. Alright, we're gonna do the same thing. Taking another chunk. This is just gonna get repetitive now because we're doing the same thing over and over again. Taking chunks of our hair and combining it with the guide on this side. And it's gonna naturally cause a cascade of long layers just following along the guide because our head is rounded. See? Dun dun dun! This is a cool look. This is what I would look like with a mohawk. Okay, so there we go. Now that looks like a lot. So there's the guide. Can you see that? It would be helpful if I could see. We could sport. Okay, so there's the guide. See? And there's the rest of it. And it looks like it's a lot of hair. But it's okay. I trust the process. I think I dropped some, so we're getting back in. Okay. Alright, so let's continue on down to this side and taking our guide piece just like that. Okay, so here it looks like you're cutting a lot off. Okay, because there's the guide and there's the hair, but you just gotta trust the process, okay? Okay. Now we're gonna point cut in. Okay. We're doing things. That felt like a lot to come off. I'm nervous. Alright, that's the longest layer. So there, you can see what that looks like. It looks just like layers in your hair. See? Okay, now I'll do the other side. Alright, so same thing. We're taking our guide, which is this part. Okay, we're gonna take it up, do the exact same thing on the other side. Okay, and keep going. Okay, and we're gonna do one more. So I went a little bit further down on that other side. So you wanna make sure you're doing it the same amount on each side of your head, okay? So if you go down to here with the layers, then do that on both sides. If you go down here, do it on both sides, obviously. Okay, so here's the one where it looks like it's a lot. It's okay. I'm trusting the process. Even I'm trusting the process. Every time I do it, I'm like, that looks like a lot of hair. Okay, so there's that's done. Okay, so let me show you what the back looks like right now, so you can see. All right, so that's kind of the style of haircut. And if you want to make some more face framing, if you want to make more face framing layers, you can. Mine already automatically is like in face framing layers, so it's not necessary for me, really. I feel like we're gonna do one more long layer on this side. There we go. That looks a little bit smoother. See? It's not hard. Not that hard. You can do more face framing layers by going like this. Okay? I'm not gonna really show you how to do that because I'm not actually gonna do it on myself, but you can go like this, okay? And you can start off at the top, just like that. And you can cut across like this. I can do a little bit. Okay, and you can just cut across and then cut in to make yourself have a little bit more face framing, okay? And then you're gonna do the same thing with more hair from the crown. Like that. Ta-da. And I mean, what can really go wrong? So. And you can keep doing that all the way down the side, but I think mine looks good. Ta-da! All right, so that's it. It's super easy, super simple to do. I'm gonna show you how much hair I have on the floor down here. After cutting it off, but my hair feels way lighter and smoother already. I'm very happy with it, and it's so simple to do. And honestly, I cut my own hair every like 6 months, and you can do it yourself. It's so simple. Just follow this tutorial every time you want to do it, and it's super easy. And if you enjoyed watching this, please subscribe. I'm so excited to have new people joining my community all the time. Comment, because I literally reply to every single comment. I love talking to you guys. And you guys teach me things and tricks and tips all the time as well too. So please comment, and I'm really, really excited to share this with you guys. Don't forget to check out the link to my podcast, which is in my description box below. And yeah, I'm super excited. So that's how simple it is. So hopefully happy quarantine haircutting to all of you, and continue doing this outside of quarantine to save yourself a fortune on hairdressers. Of course, it only works if you want this exact haircut. Okay, love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.